of April 2026, and we got a beautiful day ahead of us. It's going to be a little bit warm, 89 for the high. Pretty nice Saturday morning, and then we begin to get the clouds and some rain moving in by the late afternoon and early evening. There's about a 70% chance of rain, high of 85. And Sunday in the morning, maybe still some lingering showers, but a high of only 68 degrees on Sunday, so a lot cooler.
68.
We cool down, and very nice Monday and Tuesday next week. Highs only in the 70s. So we won't see 80 degrees till probably the middle of next week. But we certainly need this rain. I know that you guys have, maybe some outdoor plans. That we got a big concert in Tuscaloosa, Morgan Wallen, and that's going to be a lot of folks that probably need to be running to Walmart today to get them one of those little paper ponchos because you're going to need it.
I think you want a plastic poncho if you can get one. You want one of those, the clear ones.
Yes, that has the little hood. And, you can just be under there.
It is hard to look cool wearing one of those.
Nah,
It
you don't.
really is.
We're not worried about looking cool. We're
not?
going to stay dry and have fun.
Okay.
That's what that's about.
All righty then.
Right?
You guys knock yourselves out.
Yeah, I mean, they make them to the point now where you can just put them in your little.
Yes,
they're
that's the point.
tiny,
Be able
itty
to
bitty.
carry it with you.
Yeah.
So that if there's a
You'll need
problem,
it.
you can break it
Or
out
a
at the last
trash
second.
bag if you want to do that. I used
Always
that
classy.
one time
Always classy.
in a Jeep with the tops off, and that got stuck in a rainstorm. That didn't really work very well.
Looked
though.
like one of the California
I
raisins.
did. I was like, what do I have? How can I stay dry?
Poke some armholes and a head hole, and you're good to go.
Here we go.
Boom.
Didn't protect me from the lightning, though. I was like, I'm going to die.
Oopsie.
I'm going to die in this Jeep.
Yikes. I don't want to die. It is 9:07 with Dixon and Vining. And, more and more people are hearing and learning about Granger Thaggart auction marketing on this show, which I love. I love the fact that Jack Granger tells me that a couple of people came in and said, yeah, heard about it. Dixon was talking about it. Love it. Wanted to find out more about it. Your first stop is gtauctions.com. That's really what you want to do. And then you want to get explained to you why, and I can give you the thumbnail sketch, but Jack, of course, much better at this than I am because it's his business. When you put a piece of property on the market and you guess at a price, it can go one of a couple of different ways. One is somebody snatches it up and you go, whoops, that was too low. Or it takes forever to sell and you end up having to lower the price and play with the price, and then people start wondering what's wrong with the piece of property and what's going on there. And you end up with punch lists, and you end up with just all kinds of different problems. There's, we got a contingency on this thing, and oh my gosh, it's just a pain. Granger Thaggart Auction Marketing puts your piece of property on the market, open for bid. What you want is a bidding war on your property, don't you? That's what you're looking for. And then you got a date certain of sale, a date certain of close, buyer paying all the closing costs, including the cost of sale. Truly remarkable. You find out more, gtauctions.com. Join the crowd of people that are discovering just how great it is to put your property up for auction rather than selling it the old-fashioned way. Even, by the way, if you have a listing agent, get them involved in the process and take them to gtauctions.com, and you can all go talk to Jack Granger and find out what it's all about. Carnival Cruise Line has got to pay $300,000 to a former passenger because a federal jury in South Florida found that the company was negligent in serving the woman more than a dozen shots of tequila before she fell down some stairs and suffered a possible traumatic brain injury.
Gee, it's a win-win for her. Got all of her fill of her tequila and won some money, too.
Mm-hmm.
Does the patron not have some responsibility in this?
One would think, but juries love to hand out money.
God.
45-year-old Diana Sanders, a nurse from Vacaville, California, said taking on, well, I guess this was her lawyer, I think. Taking on a corporate giant like Carnival is a massive undertaking, and I have enormous respect for my client's resilience through this 18-month litigation. I have even more respect for the 40% plus expenses I'm going to take, said her lawyer. Okay, actually, he didn't say that. The case highlights the inherent dangers of all-inclusive drink packages, which encourage excessive consumption and pressure underpaid servers to prioritize
There's no
tips
pressure.
over safety.
Come on.
Yeah.
Just be responsible. It's not about how much you can drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's just part of the package. I mean, enjoy yourself and, control yourself a little bit.
You do have to express a little self-control.
Come on.
And not
Whether
make
it's
yourself
the food,
miserable.
I mean, what happens, this is just, come on.
Yeah.
And the best part about the whole story, it says she suffered a possible traumatic brain injury. Well, did she or didn't she?
That's a fair question. I think the traumatic brain injury may have been from the tequila,
I
not the
think
falling
maybe
down
so.
the stairs.
Made you act like a fool. My heavens.
Good Lord. $300,000.
What Carnival is going to end? This is we had to take our shoes off to fly. Now we're going to have to sign waivers before we can get on a Carnival
Oh, yeah.
cruise. Can you sign this waiver even though it's all you can eat and all you can drink?
That's right.
We're not responsible if you drink too much and fall. Come on.
It is sad. It is absolutely sad.
If I fell, I'd be like, that's on me.
They'll probably change the rules and be like 5 per day. We're going to limit you to 5 alcoholic drinks per day.
This woman ruined it for everybody.
This is why we can't have nice things. Way to go, Diana.
Diana Sanders.
45-year-old nurse from Vacaville. You ruined it for everybody. I hope you're happy.
Now we all have to take our shoes off, and we can't have as much tequila as we want.
Bitch.
What the heck?
I've had it.
Did you call her? Somebody's going to do it with the food. You just wait. I gained 30 pounds on it because it was an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yep.
Yeah. Self-control.
Come on, try it. You'll like it. This is an interesting story about my good friend Frank Caliendo. Hollywood in Toto writes about why Frank Caliendo's Trump is better than most people's. A lot of people do Trump, including me. But I don't do it as well as, for instance, James Austin Johnson, who does it on Saturday Night Live. Probably the best Trump impression. But the reason Caliendo's is better than most is because he actually likes Trump.
Yeah.
He knows him. He's met him a few times. He tells a great story about how he was taking a tour, I believe, of Trump Tower there in New York. And it's the biggest Starbucks. There's no Starbucks bigger than this one, Frank. It's amazing. And then, he was on the set of The Apprentice. I don't think he was on The Apprentice. He was on the set of The Apprentice. And he said, what do you think about this? If you could say this line. I think he was doing some writing or whatever. And Trump says to his staff, he's like, what do you think about this? Is this good? They're all like, oh, yeah, fantastic, Mr. President, whatever. And Frank says, do they ever tell you no to anything? No, and that's the problem, Frank. I can't get anybody to tell me the truth. Yeah.
You might want to say to the president, would you like the truth? But yeah, you're right. You wouldn't want. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you worked under President Trump,
Yeah.
would you want to tell him no?
No, I wouldn't.
Because you're going to get slapped upside the face with some verbiage.
He generally has a pretty good idea of what he's doing. But if he asks your opinion, I think I would. James Austin Johnson is interesting. He talked about how he worked the Trump impersonation up on stage as a stand-up comic. He's from Nashville, and he's the only liberal in his family. James Austin Johnson is. And he said, I was doing the Trump impression and saying Trumpy things, and it just didn't go over. It was when I started doing things like Trump as the king. We're going to fight that dragon. We got to get the dragon out of here. We need some knights. We need the guy that comes in. He does the thing with the swords, and we got to get that going. But we're going to slay him. He's going to die like no dragons ever died before. You put him in these strange circumstances, and suddenly it gets funny.
Yeah.
But when you actually just do Trump being Trump, nobody wants that. I think when you do an impersonation from a place of appreciation and respect, it turns out better.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But, I think...
Like this guy that did Trump as Batman.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
That was hilarious.
That's very funny.
Very funny. Oh, man. Prime time is over.
Really?
Yeah. The Colorado program was hit with a harsh reality check on their A-Day game 2 years ago, 2023. I guess it would be 3 years ago. Colorado spring football slammed the stadium. 47,277 people jammed it up. This year, it's about 17,000.
Ooh, wow, that is a hit.
Yeah, they claimed 27,000, but people who are good at head counting kind of looked at the pictures and went, no.
It's so close
17.
and yet so far.
Well, he hasn't lived up to the hype. He won the first couple of games and whatever. Wouldn't it be funny if Shadur Sanders turned out to be the one that was successful here?
Yeah, that would be funny.
He's in Cleveland. I wouldn't guarantee that.
I know, me neither, but, he's got as good a chance
Cleveland is
anybody
second
has.
only to the New York Jets as the place where quarterbacks go to die.
That is true. You are correct, sir. And Georgia's film jobs have up and vanished. You know, it's interesting. They used to, people loved going there. Marvel did a lot of stuff there. They moved
Yeah.
everything to England.
Really?
They said it was cheaper to do their stuff in England. I don't know what happened here because Georgia has got a thriving, they've got studios,
Yeah,
they've
I've
got a
seen
whole
'em.
town that was built
How
specifically
beautiful
for that.
homes. They had $1 million homes all around the set.
Wonderful.
Yeah, a
stuff.
whole little
I've
community.
Been through that city. I remember I sat and had Bloody Marys one Easter Sunday in a bar in that little town that is right there, built for the studio.
It's very, very quaint and
Yeah.
very pretty what they did. And
Quite delightful because the whole thing was planned out and designed and built specifically to be a city
Yeah.
rather than it kind of growing organically and getting weird. They said, this is what we're going to do. And now they're doing so few projects that people are like, one of these guys who was working in the effects business is like, I'm driving Uber. My wife is doing DoorDash. You know, he's
Yikes.
like, we can barely afford the house payment at this point. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a shame because it is pretty there. And what are they going to do with the studios? They're massive.
Yeah, they're
That
huge.
whole area is massive. What they've done.
I don't know. Somebody needs to recreate that and get it
Yeah, get it
started back
going.
up again because it is a good place to shoot a movie. Of course, The Walking Dead was done there for quite a while as well. There's a lot of stuff that was filmed in Georgia. You know, always look for it at the end of the movie. It would give you a little, you know, thanks to the people of Georgia and the movie industry, blah, blah, blah. 9:17 with Dixon and Vining. Our friend Steve gets a turn. It's coming up next. Stick around. Mm-hmm. Little white snake. Nice. 923 Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. The weather is perfect for jumping on a Silverwave or Starcraft pontoon or Tritoon Suzuki powered from Rodney's Marine and getting out there on the lake. You could do that today. You could do that tomorrow. Make sure you're off the lake by tomorrow night when the storms start. But then early next week, we're going to be in the 70s. Still great boating weather.
This is perfect.
Still great boating weather.
Yeah, we are in the zone, folks, for perfect weather. And I love what Rodney's Marine has done. You know, we've had some people reach out and say, yeah, I bought a boat from there. I've had it for a year or two and ready to upgrade to maybe a bigger boat, maybe a bigger Suzuki engine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's great about Rodney's Marine, man. You can do the trade with them, get the bigger boat, get the bigger engine, get those accessories put on. If you have any problems with your boat, the end of the season, maybe somebody's ripped by accident some of the seating there, they can do those repairs. That's what you want. And the valet service, at least inquire about it.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have maybe a slough or maybe a house not on the lake, but you'd like to enjoy Lake Logan Martin, he's got a valet service where you could keep the boat there, store the boat there. They bring it out. They put it in the water. When you're done, they put it back in the where it needs to be after it's cleaned up.
They do all the hosing off and all that
Yes,
stuff.
basically,
You just get to do the fun part of the boating, which is, man, it's great.
It is.
And Rodney's Marine, just there's nothing they can't fix, nothing they can't put on, no accessory that is going to baffle them in any way. They're just the best there is and always get service after the sale. That's Rodney's Marine, Lake Logan Martin, Highway 231 in beautiful Cropwell, online at rodneysmarine.com. And now this guy.
It's Steve's turn.
Well, for the last few weeks, all the air's kind of sucked out of the movie realm by two movies, Super Mario Brothers Galaxy or Super Mario Galaxy or whatever the heck they call it, and Project Hail Mary. But coming in this week trying to grab a slice of that money is the latest Bob Odenkirk film. It's entitled Normal. Well, Normal is based upon the name of the town where the film is set. Small little remote town in Minnesota, dead of winter. And I say small, I mean small. Population's under 2,000. Their sheriff recently died, so before a new one can be elected, they needed to have an interim, and this is where our man, Bob Odenkirk, comes in, portraying the sheriff by the name of Ulysses Richardson. Okay. Things seem a little bit quiet. Small problems in the town, things like that. Businesses that remain open. He notes that the small town, however, has raised over $16 million for a new city hall. How do you do that in a town with a population of less than 2,000? That in the opening scene should be a warning to the viewer that things in Normal are probably a lot more like in Young Frankenstein, as in Abby Normal. Movie begins kind of slow for about the first 30 minutes or so, but the movie's only about 90 minutes long. So once things really get rolling, they do, and it becomes a major roller coaster ride. The only two names faces you're probably really going to recognize are going to be Odenkirk and Henry Winkler. They're the two biggest stars in the movie. You might recognize a couple of other faces, but you'll probably be going, where have I seen them before? As noted, the film's short, takes a little bit to wind up, but if you're into films like Nobody, Bob Odenkirk, and its sequel about the unassuming everyman, in this case, in the position of a sheriff, this time, who has to take on the system that's in place, this is going to be a treat for you, and it does mix over-the-top action, yes, a bit bloody, with a good bit of humor. I had a fantastic time in this movie. Then again, I really like movies like this. Nobody 2, Violent Night, Cocaine Bear, maybe a little bit more on the serious note, Sisu, or a much more serious extent, John Wick. I'm really into those films. And if you like those, you're probably going to enjoy this as much as I did. But if you don't like those, I'm going to tell you right now, this ain't for you. But I liked it to the point where I'm scoring this an 8 out of 10. This was just good times.
Wow.
It was fun.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good. I think you talked a little more highly about it than Debbie did.
Yep.
I mean, she said it was,
it does depend on what kind of movie you like, Stephen. I like the same kind of movie. I'm a fan of the Sisu, the Cocaine Bear. And I know that I will like this one if and when I get a chance to see it. They take stuff out of theater so quickly.
Fast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And like I said, this one may find itself in and out fairly quick, kind of like Sisu 2 did, because it was overwhelmed by a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
This one may be overwhelmed by what's already out there and what's coming here in the very near future. So it'll be interesting to see. But, I was asked yesterday, I came across a friend, didn't even realize he was in the movie theater. stood up when I was getting done, and he caught my attention. And he said, I saw an ad for this, and I thought it was this movie. And he started describing it. I went, no, you're thinking about Nobody and Nobody 2,
Yeah.
which, by the way, you need to go watch, which I can't remember which streaming service they're on, but it's worth checking out because it's that same Bob Odenkirk kind of guy, the unassuming guy who suddenly is thrust into this situation where he has to do a whole lot of stuff. And it's a lot of fun.
Nobody 2 right now is on Netflix. Nobody, the original, is on Amazon Prime. So it's kind of weird
They're
that the
split,
two are split up like that. But I would like. Gosh, I hope maybe next weekend it'll still be around and I can go catch it.
It'll
like
probably
on
be around next week.
Thursday or Friday or something like that. Because Nobody 2 left theaters so fast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was
in and
frightening.
out in a heartbeat.
I mean, I really hated that. And the same thing with that Michael Keaton movie that I liked so much. That I can't even remember the name of it.
I
now.
finally went back and I was able to find on streaming after you recommended it, and I thought, actually, quite good movie.
It was a real think piece, and kind of emotional, dramatic for Michael Keaton, a hitman who's losing his mind, his Alzheimer's is taking him away. Really a fascinating film. What was the name of it, Steve? I can't recall.
Honestly, I can't remember
Oh,
either.
my
It was
God.
such a small little film.
No wonder it didn't do well at the box office. Nobody can remember what it's called. Sad. 9:30 with Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. We got your texts coming up. We've got a lot of food news, including a brand new ice cream shop that is opening in the Birmingham metro area
Hey.
with specially priced cones.
Ooh,
Come on.
do tell.
We're talking here. It's going to be great. We'll tell you all about it coming up next. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5. You know who's using this song now in their advertising, don't you? Burger King. Yep. Burger King is ruining the Who for us.
Oh,
That's
no.
right. How dare you?
Listen, don't ruin the Who. Fix your burgers. Get them on time. Charbroiled, good, delicious, yummy, done right.
We believe in you, Burger
Do
King.
you really think the CEO is going to turn this around?
No.
Oh, you have no faith.
None.
Zero.
Yep. Let's just say I'll be pleasantly surprised if it happens. Pleasantly surprised. 936 with Dixon Divining Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South. They are loaded down with trucks. I was just there the other day. They have got some of the best-looking utility body trucks you will ever see. Some of these things have crane arms on them. Some of them have lift gates on them. You got a lot of pickup trucks as well, cargo vans, passenger vans, standard pickups, flatbeds, got a couple of those in stock at any given time. You can go, box trucks too. Look at their entire inventory online at worktruckswithanx.llc.com, worktrucksllc.com. You can also go get your truck worked on at their shop, which is right across the street from them. They do all the work in-house. I mean, even something is like, I need the entire transmission rebuilt. We can do that. They don't send that out. They actually take care of it right there in the shop. Amazing stuff. Everything from changing the tail light to swapping out your motor. They can do it all at Work Trucks. WithanXLLC.com. Find them downtown 2324 3rd Avenue South as well. They are all about trucks. So $1.31 scoops of ice cream tomorrow at the new Baskin Robbins opening up in Inverness Corners. I don't know if it's
It'd be a good day
is
for
there
it.
a particular flavor? I don't know. It could be, just vanilla, which would suck.
Maybe it's all of them.
I would hope that all
Yeah.
31 flavors would be available for $1.31 a scoop, right?
One
Yeah.
would think, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Now-
the way to do it.
If I pay $2.62, can I get 2 scoops, or is it
Maybe.
just the 1 scoop for $1.31? That's all you can do.
You could ask.
One scoop. The counting shall be to 1.
Should it be 1? 3 is right out. I don't know. I'm a cone guy. If I'm going to get ice cream, I want one of
Waffle
them.
cone or the
big-
regular cone?
I want the big old waffle cone.
Waffle cone.
One especially a dipped one, that's got the little chocolate
Chocolate
around
on
the
it.
edge.
You're
Yeah.
talking my language now.
The last time I ate ice cream at an ice cream shop, it was hotter than Hades. I was down in Orange Beach, and I went into this shop and got a big old scoop of, I think it was Rocky Road, and one of chocolate chip cookie dough. And then I proceeded to sit outside on a bench and have it melt all over my hand.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
I could
You're
not.
like a kid all over again.
I think I got about maybe a little over halfway through it before I just finally went, this is untenable. I just had to throw it away. Like, I hate this. But-
And let me just say that if you've not gone to like a Baskin Robbins or a Brewster's or, one of these name ice cream shops, ice cream's kind of expensive.
oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes,
I mean,
it
if you
is.
get a couple of scoops, you're like, how much did you want for this?
Boy, that turned into double digits very quickly, didn't
Oh,
it?
yeah. You're like, oh my
That
gosh.
escalated
It's
quickly.
a super treat. So when they say $1.31 for a scoop of ice cream, that's really a pretty good deal.
That is normally, especially in the kind of cone I like, that is a $6 deal. I mean, usually $6
you-
and change for
The
one scoop.
days of inexpensive ice cream are kind of gone.
Gone. Of course, I only like if I'm going to eat ice cream, I want the good stuff.
Yeah.
I want the good stuff. Taco Bell is bringing back a fan favorite Crunch Wrap for the first time in 8 years. What exactly is it? It's the triple double Crunch Wrap.
It almost sounds like just too much right there.
It does.
Sounds like
doesn't
weird
it?
math, doesn't it?
It's a weird array. The triple double Crunch Wrap returning to menus for a limited time. Here's the blueprint. Takes the original Crunch Wrap Supreme and amplifies it
Oh
with
my
double
gosh.
portions of 3 staple ingredients:
Look at this thing.
seasoned beef,
Wow.
crunchy tostada, gooey nacho cheese.
Yes.
So they double up on 3 ingredients. That's how you get triple double. The extra stuffed triple double Crunch Wrap was available periodically.
Is this
through
for a family
2018.
of 4? Is that what
Yes.
we're ordering
Yeah,
this for
that's-
This is the meal for the evening.
Yep, that
Kids.
and 2 scoops of ice cream, and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this thing is massive.
Absolutely.
There's a video further down where it shows this guy eating it, and it's like, you really need a lunch buddy times 2.
No kidding. I wonder if I could. Can I get that in chicken though?
Wow, you probably could.
Maybe.
I'd rather have that in chicken.
Oh, it looks so good though.
it
Oh my
does.
gosh.
You're just hungry.
Yeah,
You're
I am.
just-
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Huh?
He's got some cinnamon bites too. I'll take a few of those.
Just go and take his entire
Uh-huh.
lunch.
Let me have that, sir.
Chips Ahoy has dropped 3 new cookie flavors.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Three. Count them. 1, 2, 3. It appears as though they're tying in with FIFA, the World Cup, all of that stuff.
Okay.
Uh-huh. How about Chips Ahoy Chewy Chocolatey Churro, Chips Ahoy Chewy Dulce de Leche, and Chips Ahoy Crunchy Red, White, and Blue Candy Blasts.
Is that like a little M&M pieces in it?
That's what I'm hoping.
Yep.
I think the first one looks interesting because it looks like the center has
Mm-hmm.
some yumminess in it.
First one had a lot of alliteration going on there.
Yeah.
The Chewy Chocolatey Churro.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Each package contains a picture of a sports star, including Alex Morgan, Sophia Wilson, and Christian Pulisic, respectively, a nod to the upcoming Summer of Soccer. Okay.
Sure. Go for it.
I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of prepackaged cookies, but I'd be willing to try the Chewy Dulce de Leche. That would be a personal
That
favorite.
does sound pretty good.
That would be a personal favorite of mine for sure. Purdue releasing a first-of-its-kind chicken nugget. The kids are supposed to be begging for.
No, are they?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. What's it shaped like?
You
I
know,
just pulled up the image of
yeah,
it.
yeah. You know how they say
Oh no, they didn't
the
do
kids,
this.
they use a particular lingo, slang, whatever. By the time it gets mainstream, by the time Dad is using it, it's over.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
When Purdue comes up with
This.
6, 7 nuggets, you know that trend is done.
It's way dead.
Yeah.
It's been
I mean,
done for a
You
while.
haven't heard it in a while.
No. No. In December, I was at the Maverick Lounge Series Steely Dan show. In fact, I was the narrator. And the lead singer, who does a great Donald Fagen sound, when he did Hey 19, he did the little way back when in 67. And I went, that's already over. Like that, in December of last year, that was over.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, oh, boy. So now Purdue's like, oh, look what we have. Oh, prepare to have a warehouse full of those things.
Yeah, I'm afraid they're going to have to put these on sale
Mm-hmm.
because nobody wants them now. The kids are going to go, this isn't cool anymore. I don't want these.
Mom, Dad, it's
Get
a
rid of
chicken nugget.
these.
I don't care.
Right.
Here's what I think you should do. Reverse them, call them 76 nuggets, and release them as part of the 250th
There you go.
birthday
That
Hey,
could work.
of the United
see, now you're
States.
Change the
talking.
packaging. Get on it right now, Mr. Marketing.
I'm here to help. I am here to help.
Here's more wonderful news, not to totally interrupt. We're up over 1,000 now on the Dow.
Yep.
We're at 49.5 total. 1,000 points up.
And
This
the oil is down $10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're this is because of Donald Trump and what he kind of said earlier this morning on Truth Social, saying that this is pretty much done. The blockade is not done. Iran is saying that the Strait of Hormuz is open. Not for you, Iran. The blockade is. Donald Trump made that very clear this morning, just a little while ago. The blockade is still intact for Iran.
Yep.
Everyone else can move through.
Yep. Yeah.
And the
is
stock market is
exactly right.
showing that right now. They like it. They like it.
Well, I mean, he says the blockade might actually be more
More beneficial than anything we've done
harming,
so far. Yeah.
by harming their economy and really squeezing them tight at $423 million a day. That's the kind of thing that will bring a country to its knees. They can neither import nor export. And by the way, doesn't that tell you a little something about Iran? You've been to Hawaii, right?
I've never been to Hawaii.
I've never been to Hawaii either. But
I'd like to go.
You've been to Hawaii,
I have.
Steve. They have to import and export everything there. If
Yeah.
it's not a macadamia nut or a pineapple or
'Cause
if
it's
you're
an
lucky
island.
enough to have a few cows,
Yeah.
which there are some there.
Yep.
there's a little bit of beef. But for the most part, it's an island nation. They have to import or export everything. I've been to Aruba. Everything has to be brought in or sent out. There's,
All of those islands.
Pretty much everything has
Yeah.
to be brought in.
The
There's
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're running an ad right now. Okay, we talked about Wendy's hamburgers a little bit earlier on. We ranked them all. Wendy's is running a commercial that we air, And if you listen to the very end of it, it says, and it puts them in alphabetical order, but it says prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Of course.
Right.
And you will hear that on pretty much every ad that's like that.
Well, and Alaska is a place that has to bring a lot of stuff in as well. I found that out while I was there. The point is this. Iran is a fairly large country. There's 90 million people in there. Aside from oil, they don't make anything. I mean, they just don't make anything. They have to import everything because they're just not a manufacturing country, which you look at and go, you should be farther along than this as a country. You should be doing better than this. You shouldn't have to go to Saudi Arabia or Iraq or other countries to get your stuff. You should be able to make some of your own stuff. No, doesn't work that way. So now we're squeezing them tight simply by cutting them off.
And that's exactly what's going on, and it may be the best thing that we've ever done.
Yeah, boy.
Because they're going to, it's going to take just a little time here, and they're going to start feeling that pinch and going, we give. Please open it back
What
up.
is Farsi for uncle? Is there a...
That's a good question. You could probably do an impersonation of what that might sound like.
But I won't because it would be rude. Cracker Barrel has two...
But I would laugh.
That's because it's Friday and you're hungry.
Yeah, that too.
Cracker Barrel has $2 salt and pepper shakers that are fun and quirky.
Huh?
In the funky knick-knack section.
Oh, I like the knickknacks there.
Well, I'm glad to see that they've decided that they're going to, keep that sort of section because there was a time they were talking about doing away with all that
Oh,
stuff.
they better not.
You're like, no, come
There's
on,
a lot
this
of
is
people that listen. If you're going to make us wait for a table, give us something fun to walk around and look at and pick up and maybe buy. Don't get rid of your knickknack section.
Camping-inspired shakers, wedding-themed shakers.
Yeah, that's
There's
cute.
one here that looks like a truck, the Cracker Barrel truck. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's got salt and or pepper in it.
Oh, these are
pretty
cute.
weird.
I see little fish like a Finding Nemo fish.
Oh, it's
a salt and
adorable.
pepper.
Isn't
And then there's like a pearl, little round white. It's the salt, and then it goes into the shell.
Uh-huh.
The pearl and the
Right,
shell. and-
right. How about the...
That's cute.
The egg, that's the yolk.
That's
is
very
both the salt
cute.
and the pepper. That's
Uh-huh.
All right, well, Cracker Barrel, you're
Honey bears
getting
and
back in the game
honey
here.
pot.
It's nice to see. Getting back in the
Very
game
cute.
here.
Yeah. Keep it coming.
And I don't know about you guys, but one of the happiest days of my life, and this speaks volumes about just what kind of a person I am. One of the happiest days of my life was when Snickers came out with an ice cream bar. They replaced the nougat with ice cream. And I mean, my mind was absolutely blown by this concept, and I rushed out to get one, and it was every bit as good as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I was like, what took so long? This is amazing. Somebody should have come up with this sooner. I should have come up with this sooner. This is fantastic. Well, there's a whole lot of ice cream bars out there now that are very much like the candy bars you know and love.
There's one here that's going to be trouble for me.
Mm-hmm. Is it the
I know it.
Butterfinger?
No.
The 100 grand?
Yes.
Yeah. And Baby Ruth. Those are the three. Butterfinger, 100 grand, and Baby Ruth ice cream bars are coming to stores. Man, that 100 grand is one of my all-time favorite
Love
candy
that
bars.
candy
Oh, baby. You give me that, you give me a Baby Ruth. I'm not that big a Butterfinger guy, but, the 100 grand I could do all day, every day, man. Oh.
I think I might go Butterfinger over Baby Ruth, but it would be a very narrow margin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 100 grand, yeah, that's tops right there.
They're selling them in boxes in the freezer section, so there's, 6 of them in a box. I can't buy one. I can't buy a box of those.
Why not?
Because
Just go through it
they'll
in
be
a heartbeat.
gone. I'll
what's-
finish one and
hey,
I'll be like, well, that...
Richard, we got one great life to live. Come on. It's a weekend. Go
Yeah.
get you a box of these.
Wow, you are like the devil on my
what do
left
you
shoulder.
mean?
What is
Come
it with
on,
you?
enjoy.
Why can't I
You said you hadn't eaten in
should
like 2 weeks.
be more encouraging?
You probably can
on
add
the
some
weight
calories.
loss thing. Instead,
You
you're
said you hadn't
always-
eaten.
What you know what it is? Here's what's happens. She and I end up together in photos quite a bit, and she wants to look smaller compared to me. That's what it comes down to. She's like, if I can just fatten Richard up, then I don't have to lose weight. He looks like a big fat tub of goo, and people go, look how good Valerie looks. Seen through your ploy. 950 Alabama Men's Clinic is ready to take care of that paunch that you have, which is something that could be as a result of low testosterone. True story. If you have low T, you could feasibly end up not being able to take weight off or gain muscle. It happens all the time. And getting your testosterone back to where it needs to be can help a lot. Also give you more energy, make you feel a little bit better, spend more time with your kids, your spouse, have more fun in the bedroom. All of these things, they can take care of your ED and your hair loss and weight loss as well with peptides and GLP-1s and all kinds of great stuff at the Alabama Men's Clinic. You got to call and make an appointment. Initial consultation is only $99. What are you waiting for? 598-7000, the telephone number, 598-7000 for the Alabama Men's Clinic, or visit them online, alabamamensclinic.com. Make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less. By the way, the name of that movie that Steve and I could not think of is Knox Goes Away. Knox Goes Away.
That's it. Yeah.
That's
it was actually quite underrated. Very good movie.
a really good movie. Michael
Not
Keaton.
as funny as like a Nobody.
In no way, shape, or form
No,
is it funny.
it's very serious take.
You can watch the entire thing and never laugh once. In fact, I did, sitting alone in the theater, which is probably why it left the theater so quickly. I was the only person who paid to see it that day. Oh, well. Great movie. Michael Keaton, Knox Goes Away. Check it out when you get the chance. 9:52 with Dixon and Vining, and the question of the day comes your way next. The year was 1979, and Wild Cherry rocked the charts with this classic, their one-hit wonder. Play that funky music, White Boy. 9:58 with Dixon and Vining. Lisa says just a bit of understory regarding the movie industry in Atlanta. It came on board so quickly. The crews behind the scenes have not had the experience like those in L.A. and New York. This makes for unsafe sets, less than good workplace. The equipment is rarely top-notch, so the end result, not quality. My son-in-law worked there for 2 years after being in L.A. for more than 5. That's where I got the info. Have a good day. Love the show. Hey, now, not so much. Really, Lisa? Do you have to pick on Skippy like that? It was uncalled for. All right, let's do this, shall we?
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Just give me one fun fact about yourself. One fun fact about yourself, Steve West.
Well, go back in time a little ways. Obviously, I'm on the radio. I've also been in the newspaper, been interviewed on television, and I have been seen on camera in a movie.
Wow, look at you. He's a master of all media.
Look at there.
What about you?
All
You got
over
a
the
fun
place.
fact?
Once entered a tennis fast serve competition, age 15, and
Yeah.
I won the female category at 113 miles an hour.
Wow, very
Nice.
impressive. That's great.
Killed my shoulder. I can't do
bet.
anything with it now. How about you, Richard?
People hear fun facts about me all day, every day. All I do is talk about myself. Donna says, I've not missed a single day of having at least one cup of coffee since 1982.
It's an
Probably long
interesting
before
streak.
that. Yeah,
Wow,
that's pretty
you
amazing.
go.
The Cal Ripken of coffee drinkers.
That's really
Been
good.
collecting Zippo lighters since 1994, but never smoked, says Shane. That's interesting. I make dog collars, pottery, and soap, and I'm colorblind, says Beth.
Wow.
This is good. Nicholas says, Richard Dixon has commented on more than one of my posts, and since he loves to hear it so much, I grew up listening to the Mason and Dixon Morning Show. Thank you very much. One of these people says, Richard Dixon once made my grandmother bark like a dog for Rolling Stones tickets.
Did you actually do that?
Apparently so.
Well, I guess.
I love that.
Back Monday. Bye-bye now.